हमारे पास 5 राउटर्स हैं, एक स्विच और एक सर्वर। टोपोलॉजी कुछ यूँ है, राउटर 1 से सीरियल के थ्रू राउटर 2, राउटर 3, राउटर 4 एंड राउटर 0 कनेक्ट होते हैं, पॉइंट टू पॉइंट है। और ये 4 राउटर्स, राउटर 0, राउटर 2, राउटर 3, राउटर 4 अपनी फास्ट इथरनेट से, अपने फास्ट इथरनेट पोर्ट्स के साथ इस स्विच से कनेक्टेड हैं 1 2 3 4। ये वाली पोर्ट हमारी जो है इस सर्वर के साथ कनेक्ट है फास्ट इथरनेट से। सर्वर को हम यूज करने जा रहे हैं TFTP के लिए। राउटर 1 पर रिप एनेबल है, इसी तरह राउटर 0 पर, इसी तरह राउटर 2 पर, इसी तरह राउटर 3 पर, राउटर 4 पर, इन सभी पर रिप एनेबल है। This is just to show you an overview of RIP and a little bit demonstration how RIP do load balancing. Before going ahead, let me show you how what are the characteristics of RIP. Let me share with you. It's a distance vector routing protocol, and hop count is used as the metric for path selection. Routing updates are broadcast every 30 seconds. That is by default, right? And RIP is capable of doing load balancing. It is capable of doing load balancing up to it is capable of doing load balancing up to 6 equal cost paths. 4 paths are set by default, but it is capable of doing load balancing up to 6 equal cost paths, right? So RIP version 1 is classful routing protocol, and does not send the subnet mask along with the routing table, or you can say routing update. On the other hand, RIP version 2 is a classless routing protocol. Here we can send the subnet mask along with the routing update. So in RIP version 1 we can't send the subnet mask information, and in RIP version 2 we can send the subnet mask information along with the routing update. And next is you can about RIP is defining the maximum number of parallel paths allowed in a routing table enables RIP load balancing. With RIP, the paths must be equal cost paths. If some paths are unequal, the RIP will not do load balancing there. So in order to do proper load balancing, the paths should have the equal cost, right? If the maximum number you can say number of paths command is set to 1, load balancing is disabled, right? So this was a little bit about RIP, an overview. So now I'm going to, as I stated, that RIP is capable of load balancing up to over up to 6 paths. but by default 4 paths are set. So that's why here I'm going to show you load balancing of RIP. This router 1 here is going to do load balancing through these 4 routers connected point to point: router 0, router 2, router 3, router 4. As I'll send a file to the server from router 1 as, let me go to next mode. As I'll send the flash iOS file to TFTP server, you'll see that this router using RIP will send the packets first through this, and second through this, third through this, fourth through this, and it will make a loop of load balancing, because these 4 routers, all 4 routers are connected with this router with the same characteristics, right? So that's why RIP is going to do load balancing. All these 4 paths are equal cost paths. That's why RIP is going to do load balancing here, right? I hope you are getting. So from serial 0, serial 1, serial 0, serial 1, it's going to send the packets one by one to these routers. First it will send the packets to TFTP server through this. Then after its turn will come, router 2's turn will come, and then router 3, router 4, and then again router 0. So this is how it's going to make a loop. So and which is a load balancing here, right? So let me show you now how it's going to do that. It's the enable command which I'm going to use. Copy flash TFTP. Now it's asking for the source file. Source file name you can get it from, let me you can get it here, show flash, right? So here you can see the flash file name, right? Copy it here and we'll paste it there. Now the command copy flash TFTP, hit enter. Source file is which we have copied. Now paste here, its name is here, source file name, hit enter. Address of the remote host. What is the remote host? Remote host is connected here. Okay, this is our target host to which we are to send our you can say, yeah, flash iOS backup, right? So let me put its address here, 5.0.0.5. I hit enter. Now it's asking for the destination file which will be saved in the destination server, and that file, it's up to you what name you want to give. Let me give here my own name, like PHIL MWN Filmoon. Now I hit enter and now you can see the file is transferring, is being transferred through these 4 routers. So you can see load balancing, how the router is doing load balancing through RIP on these 1, 2, 3, 4 routers. Let me show you again one more time. Source file name, paste it here, I hit enter, I write the IP address of the remote host, hit enter, and write my NIC this time. Now it's pasting, transferring the file. You can see lights here, LEDs are blinking one by one, one after one. You can see it's doing very fast. So this is how RIP do load balancing.